judicial whiplash overnight. A California appeals court siding with President Trump in his battle with California over the National Guard.
The decision comes just hours after a lower court ruled the president had overstepped his authority. NBC's Chris Pallone joins us live from Washington with the very latest. Good morning, Chris.
Danita, Dave, good morning to you. For a few hours, California Governor Gavin Newsom thought he had won a decisive victory over the Trump administration, but that victory was certainly short-lived, and this morning troops remain on the streets of L.A. for now.
As anti-ICE protests spread from California to cities across the country, a federal appeals court says President Trump can continue to direct National Guard troops he sent to Los Angeles to help quell violent demonstrations. The reversal just hours after a lower court gave California Governor Gavin Newsom a sweeping but short-lived victory.
Today is a big day for the Constitution of the United States, for our democracy.
While migrant roundups continue, the president acknowledging his crackdown is impacting businesses and appears to be considering a policy change.
We can't do that to our farmers, and leisure too, hotels.
The passionate debate over immigration reaching from the streets
I have questions for the secretary.
to the highest levels of government. California Senator Alex Padilla forced from the room and briefly handcuffed after interrupting Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem during a news conference.
I began to ask a question. I was almost immediately forcibly removed from the room. I was not arrested. I was not detained.
Padilla's Democratic colleagues outraged.
That sickened my stomach. The manhandling of a United States senator. We need immediate answers to what the hell went on.
Secretary Noem insisting it was a case of mistaken identity.
We sat down for 10 to 15 minutes and talked about the fact that nobody knew who he was.
Meanwhile, final preparations are underway for the nation's first military parade in more than 30 years Saturday. The forecast in Washington not looking good.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the tanks at all. It doesn't affect the soldiers. They're used to it. They're tough, smart.
The parade celebrates the Army's 250th anniversary.
And several groups are organizing protests across the country against the Trump administration tomorrow, which also happens to be President Trump's 79th birthday.